Oh, hey, good to see you. You know, I got to say thanks so much for everyone who's been liking and subscribing to the channel. It's been pretty fantastic. I mean, we're only a couple days after Christmas in 2025. And I noticed that I just uploaded World Breach number 2, the breach report, which, you know, comes out every Thursday at 6 o'clock. And Dog of War 6769 said that, you know, he left a comment saying that 20 minutes and 37 seconds into it, I was based. And I was like, oh, I'm not too sure what that exactly means. And it seems that being based means that you're being authentic. You're talking about what you believe and goes against the political correctness of the norm. Which, I mean, what I was saying there was essentially that humans are awesome. And we are awesome. We're the most complicated thing we can find inside of the universe. I mean, if we weren't awesome, there's a lot of people who say that, oh, humans suck. And I've been, you know, guilty of saying that too, where you read about something horrible that's going on in the news. In fact, all that what you see on the news is humans doing horrible things to each other. And so I'm wondering why they don't promote more positive stuff. But the funny thing is that there's all the people that aren't doing horrible things. There's all the people making music and art and trying to help each other, and they never get any airtime, you know? It's always just the few bad apples that seem to dominate all of the news cycle. And we look at that and we say, ah, people suck. Well, people don't suck. People don't suck. We're actually pretty incredible. And all these people who look at the UFOs and these supernatural events everywhere, and we all are expected to cower like we're some sort of inferior species in the face of this great omniscient intelligence, which is flying these fantastically technologically advanced ships. And you know, I say no, I don't think so, because if that was the case, why would they be trying to hybridize with us? I mean, we're not trying to hybridize with ants or fish. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if we could somehow get some of the abilities of a fish, but that's my point. Is if they're trying to hybridize with us, that means that they're trying to get our ability. They're trying to do something that we have and we can do that they cannot. And I think that bears, you know, some sort of, I think we should look at that, because clearly we're incredible. Clearly, we have abilities and capabilities that are just far greater than we can imagine. You ever notice that pigs, they use pigs for their organs. They can put pig organs inside of people, and I guess we're pretty similar to pigs on the whole, in biologically speaking. And the thing that's wild is if you take a domesticated pig and you bring them out into the wilderness and you let them go, they change. You know, their genes change, and suddenly they get like bigger and hairier and more monstrous. They get tusks and things like that. And you got to think to yourself, well, I wonder if that happens to us. What if when we get out into the bush, what if we stop, you know, constantly imprisoning ourselves in these walls of mind that we put around us? You know, this circus of cruelty, which we put around in all sort of venues. What if when we get out into the world, we change and those latent genes kick in and we become more than what we are now? What if we become even more ungovernable? And that's why there's so much push to keep us as these domesticated farm animals. So I think you should be that pig. Don't sit there and tolerate what people tell you. And it doesn't matter where you are in your life and financially, whatever that means, like that means anything at all. Great line I heard one time is, if you want to know what God thinks about money, look at who he gives it to, which was kind of funny. But honestly, your economic status doesn't really matter. What matters is you as a person and the way you think and how you are looking on how to improve yourself, even a little bit every day. And that's what being a monster hunter is all about. We have to confront these things that are trying to constrain humanity, these things that are trying to control us. And when we do confront them, we will battle them. And let me tell you, we're going to win.